Wow, how about gold and silver today? After Bernanke made his little comments about basically they're not gonna, print no QE, no further any of that. It's hard to tell what their plan is. They ramped up the markets here, and everybody believes that it's just going to be a year of non-events, right? Because it's supposed to be an election and all this. I'm not too sure about that at all. I just don't believe. I don't believe that. Oil, although gold and silver had it's a worst day since 2008, and gold was down like $100. But the markets finally caught on right about close too. The oil was up at almost $109, I think. But for people that have this gold and silver, you got to remember too that you're buying what they hate the most, and they're going to do everything they can to make it miserable owning it. It's not a good deal, I mean, here we are in, beginning of March. So we're supposed to make it through like an entire summer with all this. And these guys have thrown the kitchen sink, in at the markets. Europe's just flooding its banks with money. The U.S. is flooding its banks with all this cash. And, it's very dangerous times out there to be holding gold and silver. That's going to be for after all this stuff finally collapses. And I really think that they're on the run in many ways. They passed this NDAA bill, and states are coming out now and rejecting it and all this. I think they're just desperate, trying to find ways to control people, how to shut people up, how they can control people and intimidate people. I really think that they've had this plan. They've thought about this for decades. They want to do this. They're going to collapse the system, and everybody's going to be begging for them to come bail them out. But I think they're seeing that a lot of people they're not going for it. They're not just going to stand for being bankrupted and then begging the government to please help them. They'll do whatever. They'll be good, willing slaves. I think they're seeing that that's not what's going to happen. But anyway, watch these markets if you're holding gold and silver. Really, it's for the end of all this anyway. I mean, this is going to be after a collapse and the dollar's worthless and all this. So who knows what's going to happen. But things like today is just a little game. Bernanke came out and made these comments that they're done with easing. And I figured they were a year ago. I've been making these videos saying that I really believe that they're done with that, with QE and all this stuff. Of course, everybody just assumed they'd keep doing it and keep doing it. And I told people to watch out, There's no guarantee they're going to keep doing that. Because really, I'll just close this video with this. What are these guys really doing? They created this problem, and now what they're doing is in there. They're buying up everything in sight, bonds, all the stocks, and all this stuff with free money. So now the banks own all this stuff. Then they don't need to do much more. Once you own everything, well, you don't need to keep doing it. So now these central banks, now they own all of Europe, all of the U.S. They own all these trillions worth of bonds and all this stuff. So basically, they're done with that. And what are they going to do next? I don't know. Good luck to them, because I think they're kind of in a corner here, really. I think they look out and see that things are not working the way they thought they would. But anyway, thanks for watching. Let me close this up. Just a short video here, and have a good day. Thanks.